Ragazzi, benvenuti in questo 8º episodio di Dragon Age The Veilguard. Oggi andremo avanti con la missione dopo che l'ultima volta ci eravamo lasciati con gli elfi degli acrobati del velo che erano stati catturati per essere sacrificati in un rituale dei venatori. Li abbiamo salvati grazie anche all'aiuto di Solas e ci eravamo concentrati sui compagni e avevamo finito tutte le loro missioni. Quindi ora possiamo concentrarci, esatto Mark, esatto, ci possiamo concentrare finalmente nella missione principale. Eredità e leggende, incontra l'inquisitrice. Ma prima abbiamo un paio di missioni secondarie da fare.
Hey Antoine, Evka.
I can
Continua.
still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean.
Qualcosa andrà storto.
Everything that calls the blight impacts the wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Fare in modo che il richiamo arrivi prima?
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So we kill this eruption. It can die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Right. Okay. Tell us if we're getting close.
What is that the blight eruption?
It's huge!
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The blight's spreading. We need to stop it. Son, hit us!
Range incoming!
All right, we strike and the whole thing goes up.
Quanta roba che stava trasportando sulla schiena,
All right, time to destroy this thing.
Palla di fuoco. Easy. Dovrebbe essere tutto a posto ora. Sarà davvero tutto a posto come sembra?
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook, hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I'm not sure words will do it justice. Maybe I should draw you a picture.
Oh, yes. Would you? We'll check the site, but I'll keep your version for our notes.
Make sure to sign it. When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Look at you, out here with the flowers in a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords.
Effettivamente.
Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Una volta uccisi tutti gli arcidemoni, effettivamente i custodi grigi serviranno di meno.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
You're dealing with a lot of questions. Really big questions. I'd be a mess.
Chasing gods, living in the Fade, that doesn't raise big questions?
It does. And my point stands.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
D'accordo, l'ho capito. L'ho capito.
They can. Okay, I'll leave you two alone. With the flowers and the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do. Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Un elfo con un nano. Beh, Luca è un umano e in teoria sta con Harding, che è una nana. Però un elfo con un nano? Ora è il momento di andare a fare l'anima di una città, al distretto del Molo. Dobbiamo scoprire cosa stanno facendo i venatori.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
The damn Venatori up to no good again?
What else? The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Verantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Preparing for something big? I don't like the sound of that. We barely got out of Weishaupt alive, and we needed Solas's help in Arlethan.
And that's why we need to know what the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
Sembra anche essere l'unico locale della città, sia sempre lì.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
Una nuova testata di Minrathous vicino alle opere idriche. Corruzione per l'oscura rilasciata, è abbastanza chiaro.
Half-eaten stale bread, a water flask, muddy socks, and the mostly gone, warm, I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. A bedroll? It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain? This all sounds like
Vogliono
trouble.
corrompere l'acqua, vogliono corrompere anche Minrathous.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with blight and darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Evitiamo che Minrathous diventi una nuova Treviso.
Trouble nearby.
Via!
Shadow dragons? How did you find this thing?
Ah, comandante è Lenos.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Minrathous. Let's
Ok, era...
look around, see what we find.
Non era... Era un alto comandante templare che... stava dalla parte dei venatori. Come cazzo è morto? Lenos, i preparativi del rituale delle divinità rinate richiedono più soldati. Semina il caos all'interno della città, terrorizza la gente. Di loro che i venatori e gli dei li libereranno. Non deludermi, ok? Semina il caos
Risen
per...
Gods ritual. That's what the gods and the Venatori are preparing for.
Gli antichi elfi dicevano alla magia delle sfere celesti, interessavano i loro più grandi incantamenti sotto un sole oscurato. Si avvicina un'eclissi totale, presagio di buon auspicio alle nostre divinità rinate.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
So a ritual augmented by an eclipse? That's the plan?
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Time to report back to the Shadow Dragons.
Andiamo, sì.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You, on the throne, Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, if the Venatori can scheme, so can we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, we're talking about your city. Your Tevinter too. Which strategy do you prefer?
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the South. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
Vabbè.
Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
Mayvarus, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
You want me to choose who will be Archon? Sure, I'm a shadow dragon, but there are so many others here.
Then talk to them. Ask what they think. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right, I'll go do that.
Ricorrere alle stesse tattiche che utilizzano i nostri nemici? Cioè non è per forza una cosa che Mark esclude. Però dipende, è necessario?
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
Leno's got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Leno's made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Mayvarus still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
They both make good points. I just want what's best for our city and its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Mayvarus too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Mayvarus returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
This is not helping. At all.
If I'd known you wanted help, I wouldn't have said anything.
Quinn.
What? Opinions are cheap. Sometimes you just have to go where you go.
I have faith, Rook.
Still not helpful.
Effettivamente non è d'aiuto. Vediamo cosa ha da dire Neb.
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. Would have liked to see his face when he lost, but having him gone is good enough.
I meant about Mayvarus and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Mayvarus Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Mayvarus. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Effettivamente, dopo quello che ha detto Nev, andrà anche lui. Era 50-50, forse sarebbe stato più verso Dorian, però con il discorso di Nev ha deciso.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Mayvaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
I hope this signals the start of the change we've worked toward.
The start of the change, as you say. Things won't be different overnight.
But we'll keep fighting, because we have to, because there's no other way.
And with you and everyone here, we'll get there. We'll win. Keep believing, Rook.
Mayvaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course. For when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
Secondo me è stata una bella scelta. Mi è piaciuto. Io avrei preferito vedere Dorian al potere perché è Dorian. Però vabbè, è la scelta che avrebbe fatto Mark dopo quello che è successo.
Rook stopped the Auton. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
Ah.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
You don't expect much, do you?
Hopefully it is that simple. Our contact knows the city and Antam, but we don't know them.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Va bene. Io però mi chiedo chi è questo contatto?
Rook, I presume.
The butcher.
Oddio.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap.
Ti prego, dimmi
not this
che...
meeting.
Dimmi che è lui.
Please.
No, ha le corna, niente.
So tense. I promise. I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on town flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Allora perché ferirla?
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city. So, you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Sono riuscito a renderlo minaccioso. Figo. Grossito. Sono riuscito a renderlo davvero minaccioso. Niente, appena ceduto.
We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso? That's what's happening?
By giving in to the gods' corruption?
My city, my Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver.
Sì,
and fighting his own
vabbè.
Antom.
That thing's a monster. How could it tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Catch me, find me, when they say.
lo vuole dire? Ah, te lo sta dicendo, ok.
Ready again.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
At least the butcher wasn't lying.
Yeah, he's a prince among men. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the butcher. You were working with him.
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antam. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
Non l'ho uccisa, non sono stato in grado di salvarla perché non l'ho salvata per salvare qualcos'altro.
I've met some terrible people lately, even without counting Elganon and Gillenane. You're right up there in some pretty august company. What if Treviso's people could have fought back, could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antam kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook! You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elganon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
The lectures, the insults. Eventually made sure all we saw was a hopped-up bureaucrat who was jealous that Treviso loves the crows. If someone told me Eventually was in charge of the Antam, I wouldn't have believed it, and yet...
Yes, but you have forced them into the open.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Eventually keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elganon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Eventually.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Ma... ma come? Sono appena tornato!
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Subdue the citizens, get rid of your enemies, show the Antam you're a leader with a plan? I hate to say it, but Evenchi's a smart gambler.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... the governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
The garrison has fallen to darkspawn!
That explains why Evenchi's Antam were trying to run. Evenchi's blighted?
Com'è?
Wait, Jacobus?
E poi è stato corrotto durante la devastazione della città?
Both of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Un'illusione. Un'allucinazione.
I see the comet is working.
Un'allucinazione? Perché ti toglie vita? Perché ti fa danno? Ma è così potente? Come è magica?
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up? Damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me. If you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My Kamek could have helped stabilize the city, but it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
We just stopped the governor from poisoning people. That's a start.
I did it to protect the city!
You did it because you wanted it for yourself. You say you did all this for Treviso, Evenchi, to protect it, but you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Beh, so quello che hai mostrato con i fatti. Già finita la minaccia. Io pensavo che durasse chissà quanto la minaccia del governatore, invece...
Rook, I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The Kamek is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years. But we can plan for Treviso's future, now that it has one.
We fought for this city. The least it can do to repay us is survive.
Treviso is stronger than Evenchi ever gave it credit for.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antom and the Blight.
E abbiamo finito anche Treviso. Non c'è stata alcuna scelta a differenza dei draghi ombra.
Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
A lot of people have tried to cure possession. Sometimes, if they can kill the demon in the Fade.
That's what I've heard too, but there's no guarantee of success, especially given our situation.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
If you can manage it, that's a good idea.
I'd feel safer around my family, around Nev.
So why don't you sound happier about it?
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
If it came to that, you could handle him. Or are you worried you wouldn't be able to put him down?
I worry that I'd miss him.
If Spite gets his freedom, it's his choice what to do with it. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Se Treviso fosse stata salvata invece che Minrathous, secondo me qui ci sarebbe stata una scelta. Oh, finalmente, baluardo anche lui.
Thought the cart was done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Poi mi donneva che siete muore, bisogno di speranza. Lei e Re Rana hanno aperto un'agenzia investigativa.
Secret codes? Amazing. What else is in there? Gossip? Scandal?
It's like you've read it already.
There's a puff piece about a cat.
Was it involved in a scandal?
Maybe.
Okay. What are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev, Gallus, and Rana Savas, investigators.
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us. It's approachable.
I regret this already.
That's brilliant. Maybe we should advertise.
Slow down. We haven't seen if this one works out.
There. Virantium brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real? Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Are you Nev Gallus?
How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
Rana's advertising plan works.
We won't go hungry, that's for sure.
You're impressed.
If it helps people, don't tell Rana. Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
E niente, ok, questo era per far capire che hanno aperto un'agenzia di investigazione e abbiamo finito anche l'epilogo della trama di Nev. Dopodiché passa qualche ora perché aspetta il momento in cui doveva incontrare l'inquisitrice con cui sono organizzati bene. Che palle però, adesso che ci penso. Ma sarà con gli stessi vestiti di prima, nello stesso identico locale di prima.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solas did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solas got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We are pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I'll never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear, you know this too.
But?
He became those names when he fought gods. And regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
You're making us sound like Solas. That's uncomfortable.
We're not like our enemy. They're making us do this.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now, I just miss the banter about friends.
Poi alla fine che rimangono a parlare un po', si conoscono meglio, ci sta. Perché è durato un po' poco, però è stato bello. Andiamo dentro l'oblio e raduniamo la nostra squadra. Raduna la squadra.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time. Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
A dozen ships, a dozen fleets. Would that really change the odds against Elganon and Gillenane? By all rights, we should already be counted out of this fight. But look at us. We've made it this far. No one quits.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know she's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. She knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to her. Morgan too. We could use their help.
Questa è la missione finale, ne sono certo.
I hear that we're as ready as we'll ever be, but we can always be more prepared. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest, then we'll take care of outstanding business.
Iniziare questa missione porta alla conclusione della storia principale. Morrigan è pronta a fornire aiuto contro gli dei, ma la squadra scopre che Elgarnan e Ghilanane sono rimasti con le mani in mano. Incontra Morrigan al cigno lastricato. È il momento di finire il gioco. Non ci manca nient'altro. Vediamo. Così inizierà la tua avventura finale. Non potrai tornare alle missioni incomplete o a quelle non ancora scoperte. Se ritieni di aver preparato i tuoi alleati a sufficienza per sfidare gli dei, allora affronta Elgarnan e Ghilanane. Grazie al tuo aiuto la maggioranza degli alleati ti sosterrà da una posizione vantaggiosa. Senti, va bene, dai, d'accordo. D'accordo, faccio qualche missione secondaria che vi taglierò in cui potenzio gli ultimi, dai, va bene. Ok, ragazzi. Ho fatto diverse missioni e ora, come potete vedere a sinistra, tutte le fazioni sono maxate. Tutte, dalla prima all'ultima, e tutti i personaggi hanno eroico baluardo del velo. Bellara, Davrin, Emric, Harding, Lucanis, Nev e Tash. Siamo pronti, meglio di così non possiamo essere. Andiamo.
Events are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So, the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Only one of us has a fragment of a god inside them, Mythal.
I carry only her memories, not her strength, nor her capacity for strategy.
Well, either way, our allies will be ready.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elgarnan and Ghilanane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Antam servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another...
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Figo. Figo. Ok.
Elgarnan just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
Lucanus is right. We have to go now.
No time to scrape up an army, even if we had one.
You think we're enough?
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the blight. I don't want to watch the world fall and know I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods, whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can.
Niente parole di Varric.
I should talk to Lace before we set off. See how she's doing.
Oh, per via della romance. Bene, in effetti non è successo ancora. Oddio. L'eclissi si vede pure nell'oblio.
I thought I heard you in here.
I can't stop thinking about the moon. They moved the moon, Rook.
Right. That.
They moved the damn moon like it was a picture they wanted on a different wall.
Lace.
And we're supposed to stop them? How?
I think we can win. If I didn't, I wouldn't try.
I want to believe that. Really, I do. But so many things could go wrong. I can't stop thinking. What if? What if one of us...
You mean what if one of us dies?
Don't say it. You can't just say things like that.
We're both thinking it.
But saying it out loud is different.
How?
It just is.
Forget about the gods, we just stop. Run away.
We can't do that.
Exactly. We're the only ones who have any chance. We have no choice but to try.
No matter what might happen, huh?
No matter what might happen. We're in this. Together.
Together.
It's gonna be fine. You told Lace it's gonna be fine, and it is going to be fine. I should talk with Varric too. Get any last advice for killing a god.
Ah, ecco le ultime parole di Varric. Non c'è stata alcuna scena di sesso in tutto il gioco. Strano. Vabbè, non importa, chi se ne frega. Ora c'è Varric.
Varric? I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
I don't know how to carry this weight, Varric.
No one does. This job was always going to call for someone who could improvise. You're on this team for a reason too, you know.
I think the world deserves more than me leading the charge. But I'll think about what you said.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antam army over there.
Doesn't change what we came to do. The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antam. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antam ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before. And I've got the stone on my side.
No one's fast enough for that many Antam.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Perrin e Hassan rischieranno guidando la squadra secondaria. Harding irà guidando la squadra secondaria. Cavolo, non vuole rischiare che Harding muoia, però il fatto che sia un custode grigio non conta poco. Sono grandi combattenti entrambi. Però lei è un'esploratrice e ha la pietra dalla sua parte.
Harding's right. This requires a good scout.
I'll take care of it. I promise.
I'll take the rest of us and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solas's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
Elgernon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
Rook, what if...
Hey, remember? No what ifs.
Right. I trust the plan. I trust you.
Harding.
Like you said back at the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
Alright, not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted. There! That must be where the gods are making the dagger!
I can feel the Blight from here. Keep an eye out.
Dai, Mark, dai.
Well, so much for that.
Take them out before they set off the alarms.
Intruders, take arms.
Livello 10, li distruggiamo.
They hire human mercenaries.
The Antam aren't taking any chances.
A qualsiasi costo, no? In qualsiasi modo.
Got company to the left.
Oh, l'ha schivato, fiero! Che sta succedendo?
Must be Harding's team distracting the Antam. I hope they're all right.
Non è di qua che devo andare.
Mercenaries again. They have mages.
We can make quick work of this.
Coming at range!
Ce la stanno facendo. Stanno ancora combattendo, quindi sembra di sì.
How brave of you to seek me out, Rook.
Non influenzarmi.
We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elgernon.
Lucifer. He said my name. Watch your
Cadi
right.
giù.
On Tom, your vision, your loyalty will be rewarded. Gillenane and I must complete our task before we join you. But this magic we harvest will transform the world.
arcidemone così.
Well, you can't miss it.
C'è voluto un intero stato per uccidere un arcidemone senza la trappola di Waste Out.
Anton, we sense intruders, the same mortals who defied us at Whitehart. A wood, also an elf, griffin bonded. A frost wielder, Tevinter trade. There are others. Find them, but bring me the griffin intact.
Portatemi il grifone integro.
And you've got a war.
We have to hurry. The Anton will be looking everywhere after hearing that. It's Harding.
Rook, hey!
Harding, are you okay?
We drew off some on Tom, but you have to hurry. More on the way.
Can you open the way out of here?
I think so. Let me look.
E nel frattempo niente, l'ho completamente sprecato. Invece no, c'è lui. Vabbè, più o meno.
Be careful. We'll meet you above.
There are things I would have of you, Rook. Draw closer. You will learn what they are.
Che cosa vuoi?
Elganon again.
He's messing with our minds. Let him try.
Lot more blight on this side.
More on Tom, too.
Watch for ranged attack. Watch for ranged attack.
Did you see that flash of green light? That's a tear in the fade.
I didn't come all this way to miss our chance.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they'd finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Elganon can't unleash the blight.
Secondo me si riusciranno. Una corsa incredibile, non si ferma mai.
We can't hold him off much longer.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
Uno scatto incredibile, nessuno si ferma ormai.
We've got to clear it out to get to the gods. They're on the
On that.
Got it! Everyone in!
Another fade tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane, quickly.
Wait! There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
Qualcuno deve rischiare? Cavolo. Nev. Non lo so, vai Nev.
Nev, get those wards down. Carefully.
I'm on it.
I'll keep this fade tear in check while you work. But with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solas warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger, and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
Ha! Got it!
Nice going.
Sure, but let's walk out careful. The gods will have a trap or two.
That is a certainty.
No, cosa?
I'll take the greatest care, ensuring your Tevinter mage knows the new face of her empire. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elgardon and Gillenane are still on the island. We can save Nev if we hurry.
Elgardon will pay for this.
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
We can divide their attention.
Good idea. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Harding and the others keep out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
He kills Gillenane, and then we save Nev.
All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elganon's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
I don't care what these damn gods try, or what they want. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
And then Elgarnon. We'll hold Gillenane's attention until Lucanus has a clear shot.
Good luck, Harding.
Like we said, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.
Stavolta non sbaglierà. Se sbaglia non può sbagliare. Non possiamo portare né Harding né Lucanis e Nev. Non possiamo proprio nemmeno passarci sopra. Davrin e Tash. Non avrò nessuno che mi cura, ma... Va bene, voglio rischiare. Non avrò nessuno che mi cura, sarà dura.
I hear Darkspawn.
Bello. Non posso subire danni.
The first age of gods was a time of conquest. The second age of gods saw wonders built. Then came plight, pride, betrayal, and the third age of gods was
Ghilanane? No, non è lei.
There she is!
the child of the stone.
Get around her so we...
Harding! She hears you not.
No, non la toccherai. Ok, ce l'ho fatta. Ok, ancora tutte e tre le funzioni.
So few of you remain. Small.
Tosh?
Desperate.
Davern?
Fearful. For your transgressions, little rook, you face a god alone.
Tutti. Da solo, figo. Mark solo contro una dea. Ora sì che non ho cure.
You have destroyed treasures of the ancients. Set back our work. I will perfect this world, but you shall never see it.
Come faccio a togliere corruzione? Ah, libera i tuoi compagni, ok. Ok, Davrin è libero.
You all right? Don't worry about me. We must finish this.
Not buckle my archdemon's death. That debt will be paid with your companion's blood.
Non volevo farlo lì, vabbè, però dovrebbe attivarlo comunque.
Are you okay, Tosh? Barely felt anything. Let's go. We have to find Harding. Gillenane took her earlier.
This struggle is heartless, wasteful.
I'm ready.
Cazzo, no.
We got you, Harding.
Thanks, but you need to really own this. He's got Solas' dagger. We can't kill Gillenane without it.
Cazzo, bellissima e dura questa parte.
Gillenane, the ritual is nearly complete. You must keep them away.
They are persistent.
No, aiuto. Guardi, qualcuno mi ha aiutato, non so come.
I've got you!
Behold your current age! Fragile, aimless, lost! We are the only beings in this world who can cleanse and tame the blight. Use it to rebuild the old glories. You've done naught but destroy them!
You and Elganon are trapped by the past, just like Solas. You had your chance, each one of you. And we don't owe you a thing!
No!
Whatever it takes.
No, proprio lei, fra tutti. Perché ho scelto lei invece che Davrin prima. Sì, è per quello.
No! We had such plans! Oh, good on!
Regret this.
Anche tu te ne pentirai.
The fate's still ripping itself apart.
The dagger! Rook! You must break its contact with Gillenane!
Lucanus? Lucanus!
Cosa?
And so you have your victory. You live. Gillenane does not. Are you not proud to finally reach this moment? Or did you think you'd win the day without some painful sacrifice?
If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people.
No one's retreating.
We'll all die.
Archdemons attacking the North Wall.
You and your friends stood against the gods. Your courage is laudable.
Solas.
But mortals cannot win this battle. I am sorry it is what must be.
I did everything for you, Rook. You're worthless.
Varric never believed in you.
You are no lead. You were never up to it. You failed us all.
What failure cuts your conscience now, I wonder?
Nev.
Blood on your hands.
Your friend is dead.
Dead and gone.
Your fault.
Regret, like all emotions, is a powerful thing. It can bruise us, break us, or blind us to the truth. Regret is even strong enough to serve as the lock on a prison built to hold gods. But such a prison can hold any captive. Even you. You were never ready to make the sacrifices that leadership requires. So through our connection, I molded you into someone the prison would accept in my place.
Cosa?
Varric. Your work is done.
Ci ha scambiati di posto. Ovviamente, traditore.
What? This is... This is where we talked when I was dreaming. But I am not dreaming.
Cazzo. Fra tutti quelli che potevano morire è morta proprio
I have to get back to the team.
la sua amata. Morta proprio Harding. Cioè ci rendi... Neanche Mark finirà la sua storia con una romance, con una compagna, con qualcuno con cui condividere la propria vita. Nemmeno lui. La maledizione dei miei compagni, la maledizione dei miei compagni continua a colpire. E ora siamo in gabbia qui. Ma come faremo ad uscire?
Hey, kid. Come on. Solas found a way out. Now you need to find yours.
Varric. Ma ci ha messo
Varric?
tantissimo.
He's not here. Of course he's not. So how do I get out? Solas said this prison was built to hold gods.
Built to hold gods. And locked by regret. Didn't he say that, too?
Nev?
Rook. I wanted better for Dogtown. I wanted to be there for them. And now...
È morta anche lei? No, no, è impossibile. Anche con Nev? No, è impossibile, non dirmi che... No, dai, non dirmi che è morta pure Nev. Trova Nev, ok, qui da qualche parte.
I told you the enchantments were dangerous. You chose me anyway.
Era Eriteo Bellara. Si è proposta. Neve ovunque, bellissimo. La manifestazione del nostro rimpianto. Di averla mandata.
I trusted you, and it got me killed.
You're right. You're my friend, Nev. But we had to get those wards down. I made a choice. I live with the choices I make, the successes and the failures. We all believed in what we were fighting for, what we're still fighting for. And Nev knew what it might cost.
She did, kid. We all did. Because you always chose the hard truth over the easy lie. Solas, on the other hand.
Everyone's a pawn. Allies, even friends. He'll sacrifice them without a thought. Isn't that what pawns are for?
Harding.
Qua si sta facendo forza, ma guarda quanto è grande. Si sta facendo forza, ma se fossero in un contesto in cui non ha nient'altro nella mente, piangerebbe.
Never met anyone quite like you. Never thought I'd feel quite like this either. Everything in the world was falling apart, but every time I looked for you, you were there.
Proprio Harding.
You gave me a reason to keep fighting, even when the next step felt impossible. And you never wavered, not once. So how could I?
You were special to me, Elise. Always will be. But now you're gone, and the fight's not over. So I promise you this. I'm gonna get out of here. Stop Elganon, stop Solas, and save the world. I'll make sure your sacrifice was worth it.
Great job, kid. Now, what about mine?
Come riguardo al mio, cosa? No, è morto, no, è impossibile che sia morto pure Varric. No, Aspetta, vuole sacrificarsi ora, Varric? Aspetta, cosa vuole fare Varric? Perché lui è vivo, cioè, a meno che non sia una manifestazione della nostra coscienza.
Where it all began.
What am I gonna see there?
I think you already know.
Che cosa dovrei vedere? No, non lo so. Varric.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca. You need to listen!
Abbiamo scelto di mandarlo da parlare con Solas, ma è sopravvissuto. Cosa? Cosa significa? Ma... Aspetta. Non dimmi che ce lo siamo immaginati tutto questo tempo. No, aspetta, no. Nessuno ci ha mai parlato prima d'ora, effettivamente. Cosa? Nessuno ci ha mai parlato oltre a noi. Aspetta, è vero. Cosa? No! Cosa? Cosa? È vero. No! Ce lo siamo sempre immaginato tutto questo tempo. Oddio! No! Questo colpo di scena è bellissimo, non me l'aspettavo mai nella vita. In effetti non ci ha mai parlato nessuno oltre a noi, è vero? Ecco perché era sempre malato tutto questo tempo. Ecco perché non guariva. Ed ecco perché era sempre in disparte che parlava alla fine con noi. No!
You can't be dead, Varric. You've helped me so much. Told me what to do when I didn't know. We wouldn't have gotten this far without you.
But you did, Rook. You did all of this without me.
Because you died.
Yeah. Sorry about that, kid.
È un bellissimo modo per averlo fatto sacrificare, però.
I failed you, Varric.
How do you figure?
If I'd been faster, or had a different plan, a better one?
Ah, bullshit. Haven't you learned anything from this place? I made the choice to talk to him, to try to reach him, even knowing the risks, because he was my friend. My decision, my sacrifice, and you don't get to take that from me.
But
every story's got an ending. This one just came a little earlier than I planned.
Bellissimo.
How am I supposed to lead this team? I need you, Varric. I can't do this alone.
What do you think you've been doing all this time? You're the leader they need, Rook. And you're not alone. Time to finish this story. Your story. I just know the ending's going to be killer.
What happens now? To you?
I'll disappear. Go back to just being a memory.
Right.
Hey, don't get all misty-eyed on me, okay? I had a good run, and I don't regret a second of it.
What about Solas?
You talked to Mythal. You saw the memories. Solas wants to be a hero. That's who he is, deep down. But it's easier for him to play the villain, because that means he didn't fail. All the damage he's done, the people he's hurt, it becomes a choice. Remind him who he really is. He might just listen.
So how do I get out of here?
Listen to your team, like you always do.
This way. It's thinner here.
Better be right.
They're waiting for you. Just take it one step at a time.
Goodbye, Varric. And thank you.
Rook! Looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. You already have everything you need.
There! A light!
We've got something. Get ready.
I am Elganon, first of the firstborn, last of the Evanuris. come to reign over you with fine and gentle hand. Citizens of Minrathous, give yourself to me. Together we shall unleash magic so glorious, so limitless, that all the world will be transformed.
He seized control of the Archon's palace?
While the Magisterium was in full session, only the Venatori seem to have survived.
How are the Shadow Dragons?
Still fighting, last we heard. But Elgernon's blighted the city, and the Venatori magically sealed the gates. No one's getting in or out.
Even the Minrathous Illuvians went dark. We can't check in with the Shadow Dragons. If it weren't for Solas, they'd already be dead.
Solas?
He got to Minrathous just before the gates were sealed. He saved some civilians and killed some Venatori.
Now people are rallying behind the Dreadwolf, like he's the only one who can save them.
That lying bastard's always been good at getting people to believe in him. And once he takes down Elgernon, he finishes his ritual. And whoever survived gets drowned in demons.
He can't hurt Elgernon yet. That archdemon makes him invulnerable.
Right. Solas needs to kill it first.
And once that's done, Solas goes for Elgernon with the dagger he took from us.
Solas is our first target.
He won't be happy when he sees you've escaped from his trap.
Well, unlike Elgernon, we can hurt Solas. And he's got the dagger we need to stop Elgernon.
We did attempt to create a dagger to replace the one Solas took.
It looks similar, even feels similar, but it won't cut through enchantments like the real one does.
So it cannot kill Elgernon.
Looks real enough.
But it is not. We don't have the right weapon to take down our target, and we lost too much killing Gillenane. We have no idea where Neve is or what Elgernon is doing to her.
And Harding is... she's gone.
Neve would never let us hear the end of it if we left Elgernon in charge of her city. And Harding always believed we should take the shot. They believed in this team. They trusted all of us. They aren't here to finish the fight, but we are. Get a message to anyone who's still out there. Tell them we're gonna stop Elgernon, and we need their help to do it. Then fix up your gear and take care of any unfinished business. In the morning, we take back Minrathous.
Are you certain you're all right, Brooke?
No, but I will be.
You needn't carry this burden on your own. The rest of us will send word to our allies. You must take care of yourself in the meantime. We'll speak again soon.
Io davvero non... cioè, io non me l'aspettavo minimamente. È il momento. Dopo tutto quello che è passato. Non gliene frega un cazzo di lasarsi come sempre. Oltre al fatto che da un po' che non lo fa. Ed è per questo che non si mette lì con il rasoio a togliersi quei pochi peli che gli crescono. Quindi quest'ultima parte sarà così. Aspettavo un momento di trama per farlo, ma non è mai arrivato. È arrivato ora.
Sorry about Harding. I know you were together.
Thanks, Tosh.
I'll take care of her garden. She'd want someone to pull weeds and water stuff. And you were right. She'd also want us to finish the job. So just say the word. I'm ready to find out how to make Elgernon burn.
Tosh and I have taken over tending the plants in Harding's room. Truth be told, I'm not sure she remembered to water them very often. But they bloomed for her all the same.
She saved my life. All our lives.
You made her happy, Rook. Tremendously so. She'd be so pleased to see you safe.
She would. I won't let Lace's sacrifice go to waste.
Cioè, io credevo che fossero... che fosse la scrittura di merda, no? Parlare mi ha stancato. Pensavo fosse la scrittura di merda, quindi proprio... Cioè, avete capito? Per proprio lo 0%, proprio zero, no? Zero indizi, proprio nella non avevo la più pallida idea.
I keep asking myself, what if I'd been faster on Tearstone Island? I should have pushed myself harder. Would Harding still be around?
You can't know that. None of us can.
I know you two were close, Rook. I'm sorry.
Lace would tell us to carry on. Not to quit. To rescue Nev.
Damn right we will.
Mi è piaciuto la disperazione che aveva mentre parlava con Varric alla fine.
Doing this without Nev.
I'm sorry, Lucanus. I know how important she was to you.
She restored much of my faith in people. I wanted to give her the world she deserved. These gods have taken too much, Rook. No more. We want them dead!
She was taken. She might still...
False hope could kill me, Rook.
Nev meant so much to me, you know? She was my big sister. Not the kind you fight with, but the kind you want to be like. The kind I tried to be to Syrian. But she's gone. Taken by my gods. Nev Gallus. Minrathous detective. And the best friend I've ever had. And now, shit.
It's all right, Pollara.
Let's finish this fight. For Nev. And for Harding.
Un'incursione disperata su Minrathous offre l'unica occasione per fermare sia Elgarnan che Solas. E ci sarà l'Inquisitrice, ci sarà Verloy.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elgarnan today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elgarnan dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife, news?
Our scouts confirm Elgarnan is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Breach the city walls and get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on Mornwatch support?
The Watchers, living and otherwise, will stand with us.
Every remaining Grey Warden will be there too.
The Antivan crows are ready to pay their respects.
And the Lords of Fortune will be there. For gold and glory.
The Veil Jumpers have been in this since the beginning, and will be there for the end.
Solas is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elgarnan.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
But Minrathous was built to hold off an army, even before Elgarnan fortified it. All the gates will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Il tuo lavoro alla foresta di Alatan ha salvato innumerevoli acrobati del velo che hanno potuto offrire un sostegno. Mark con la barba. Dopo tutto il gioco senza barba. Ora con la barba incolta dopo quello che è successo dopo la tragedia che è appena passato, cavolo, trasmette una determinazione, un'autorità, Bellara, il fatto che sono tutti la musica è stupenda poi, ok? Ho l'impressione di sentire difese magiche, ho l'impressione degli altri in battaglia. Davrin, ti voglio al mio fianco fino alla fine. Voglio te al mio fianco. La musica è stupenda così, in questa versione. No, ragazzi, adoro. Ok.
Davrin, I want you backing up the Veil Jumpers.
Count on it.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
Devo scegliere, ok? I comandi che hanno esperienza nell'affrontare maghi o negli attacchi a sorpresa hanno maggiori probabilità di successo. Lucanis, attacco a sorpresa.
Lucanis, how'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
It's called a juggernaut. I've read about them. Giant siege constructs built to withstand an invasion.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that juggernaut. Evka.
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons. We can handle this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Con la barba. Eccellente. I compagni che hanno esperienza a combattere nemici o costrutti enormi. Costrutti enormi, Emric. Abbiamo combattuto un costrutto enorme. Nella tua... Dai. Emric.
Emric, you're with the Wardens.
I shall help my fellow watchers.
Bellara, Taj, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solas. The rest of you get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there. And take the fight to Elganon. I believe in this team, in all of us. So let's get it done.
Sembra Ezio Auditore.
Go on my signal.
Libertà.
For a world free of the blight!
Focus on the wards.
Mark come eroe finale, non potevo scegliere personaggio migliore. Tutta cazzi poi.
Come on, come on!
Stupendo. No!
Covers, retreat! I'm coming for you!
Ancora vivo, ok. Cavolo, che autorità che trasmette.
That was a lot.
È il nostro
We're
momento.
still alive. They did their part. Let's do ours.
Let's do ours. Che cazzo incredibile comunque.
Heads up, dark spawn.
I want these bastards out of my city.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, let's find Solas.
We heard he was helping the Shadow Dragons.
Then let's find the Shadow Dragons. Probably need a hand with all the blight in their city.
Io non avrei mai pensato di emozionarmi così tanto per un gioco che mi ha fatto dispiacere così tanto per la sua scrittura e la sua qualità e che mi ha deluso così tanto nell'ultimo episodio soprattutto.
As bad as Treviso. How could the Venatori want this? How could anyone?
Well fought, Lucanis.
And there he is, the demon of Virantium.
At your service. They and I will return to the crows and help with the fight through the city. You go after Solas.
We spotted him. He's not far ahead. That way, quickly.
No, vabbè, con la barba. È stupendo.
All right, Taya said Solas should be up ahead. Let's find him.
Chissà se... Che poi manca ancora Verloi.
The deeper we go into the city. This is messed up.
And this is with Solas helping the Shadow Dragons.
Qui dove tutto, tutta la nostra storia, tutto quello che abbiamo fatto negli ultimi... Quanto? Oggi è metà novembre. Metà maggio. 5, no. Per l'ultima metà della... È da 6 mesi che abbiamo iniziato questa storia. Ora si conclude tutto.
Asher! Get out of my city! Asher!
Did we win?
You're lucky your head's so damn hard.
Tarquin! Viper, you're alive!
Thanks to Solas. He's been the only thing between us and Elganon.
Stay with them. I'm going to talk to Solas.
You are as surprising as ever. Even I could not have escaped that prison. For you to manage it.
Varric believed in me when nobody else did.
He was a good man.
He was always there for me. Except that he wasn't because you killed him.
What happened at the ritual site?
I know what happened. I remember the truth now. You did something to my mind to make me keep seeing him.
Yes. I was wrong to do so.
È stato lui.
You knew Varric was dead the whole time, but you kept pushing me not to see it. Why? How?
I was desperate. Unless I escaped, the world would fall to tyranny and blight. The only tool I had was my tenuous connection to you.
Blood magic.
As I said, I was wrong.
You feeling bad about stabbing me in the back is not my problem right now. I have a city to save and a god to kill.
Agreed. I betrayed you because I believed that only I could save this world. But I have failed, Rook. I have not stopped Elganon. I have not even defeated his archdemon. The victories that have been won since Elganon and Gillenane escaped are yours, not mine. If we are to save this world, we must work together.
We tried that already. It ended with me falling into the Fade.
Things are different now.
Yeah, you're losing.
Together we can stop Elganon!
And once that's done, you finish that ritual we interrupted and the whole world drowns in demons.
If joining me and stopping Elganon requires the veil to stay in place, then I will pay that price unflinching. I swear by my own foolish pride, by love for friends I failed and hurt, by everything I ever held as sacred. I will leave the veil untroubled. It will never come down by my hand.
Sì, certo.
Now, if you will come with me, I can show you
mangerai
what has
sicuramente le
prevented me
parole,
from reaching
bastardo.
Elganon. And you can tell me your plan.
We were trying to get to the Divine's Manor in the center of the city.
And the Blight tendril connecting to the Archon's palace. Yes, I thought the same. But some intelligence guides the tendrils.
Solas.
It has prevented me from getting closer. If you accompany me, you will see...
There's a whole lot of them up ahead.
Let us see if they've heard the legends of the Dreadwolf. Darkspawn!
Vai.
You have betrayed your people! Join Gillenane in death! Elganon populates his armies with the cruel and the brutal. No brilliant tacticians, only those he can dominate and those who wish to become like him. But you, Rook, your team is made from the clever, the wise and the loyal. You honored their strengths to make them yours. And that is why you are going to defeat him.
Solas con noi. Bella entrata in scena.
Whatever intelligence Elganon has set to direct the Blight, we are not far from it. Beyond the Blight there, perhaps. Do you feel it? The Blight reacts to my presence. There! That must be the source of whatever intelligence guides it. If you can destroy the mind guiding the Blight, we may be able to reach the palace. I can accompany you no further. My presence will only draw the Blight to you.
Corrotta. No, la dobbiamo affrontare.
Nev? What did they do to her?
Time. I will defeat the Archdemon. Once Elganon is mortal, the final blow must be yours. I can think of no one better to wield this.
I thought I'd have to fight you for that dagger.
Then this has been a day of surprises for us both. Good luck. When next we meet, let us be standing over Elganon's body!
Trasformato in un lupo.
All right, Solas takes down the Archdemon. That makes Elgranon mortal. Then we kill him with the Lyrium dagger. But first,
Let me tell you.
Nev, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there.
Nev is gone. There is only the will of Elganon. Giver of life and death. Not because Elganon is life.
Fuga di Elganon. Cazzo. Ancora viva, quindi?
Get out of my head and out of my city! Rook? He had me. I was controlling the blight for him. It was all I could think about.
It's okay. You're free now. You're safe.
We're not safe yet.
Once Elgranon is dead.
No! You can't kill Elganon yet. If you do... Watch out!
Morrigan.
Morgan! Quickly now! Destiny is a heavy burden to bear. And growing heavier by the moment.
Morrigan. Verloi.
You made it.
The battle was fierce, but we never faltered.
Apologies for missing the War Council. We got inside the city with the Veil Jumpers.
It gave us a chance to finally strike back at the Venatori.
Whatever you did unblocked entrances to the Divine's Manor. It also destroyed some of the Blight.
It'll come back. I can still feel it. I don't think I'm the only mage he used like this.
Nev, how glad I am to see you.
Rook got me out, but I learned things in that Blight eruption. We need to talk.
We will. But first, we need to get you to a healer.
We'll take care of her.
Thanks. I'll join you in a bit. Just want to check on everyone else coming in.
Verloi senza armatura perché non ha avuto tempo di mettersela.
Well, we still have time.
Verloi che non aveva l'armatura, non ha avuto tempo di mettersela. Beh, avrebbe comunque senso, cioè... Vabbè.
Mayvaris, it's good to see you.
We're so close. Minrathous will be liberated. First from the old gods, then from Tevinter's old rule. I never doubted we had a chance, but it's good to have you here.
Even gods may die.
We have every confidence in your plan.
Lui sarà un lich sicuro.
Those who fell in our fight lie in the next room. They will be taken to grave or pyre once our battle has ended, as their beliefs dictate. For now, they wait, and we attend them. If you wish to pay your respects, please enter.
Abbiamo tempo? Beh, perché dobbiamo aspettare che muoia l'arcidemone, effettivamente, ha senso. C'è anche Harding.
Your dance is...
Rook, the Venatori brought debt to Minrathous. We've made many of them pay, but they still owe us a balance.
You take care of Elgarnan. We'll keep after his remaining followers on the ground. Minrathous, all of Thedas, will remember the crows on this day. Let's see this done.
Got some... Hate to admit it, but Solas really came through for us. Now it's just Elgarnan we have to deal with. We'll watch the streets. You rip that god from his throne.
Bring the light.
Isabella.
It's been years since I fought in a battle like this.
The crows defeated the Venatori at the gates, thanks to you and the lords.
The pleasure was all mine. I got to dust off the daggers for good people. Rest up while you can. You'll need it.
Stop worrying.
We've all had enough of Elgarnon's tyranny.
Be sure to silence him.
The Archdemon.
Rook.
It's been a hard fight to get here.
And against stranger foes than we imagined.
It's almost the end now.
We have this, Rook. I know it.
Intanto Solas sta combattendo.
Stay safe, Rook. And make sure Nev doesn't get herself killed.
The bastard was in my head the whole time. All I could think about was making him happy.
That monster.
There's blight flowing through him, and now through me. Rook.
You're not dead yet, and as long as you're still alive, there's hope. For now, hang on. We'll see if there's a way for the Wardens to help you once Elgranon is dead.
You can't. That's what I needed to tell you. My connection with Elgranon went both ways. I could sense him, his mind, his magic, his life force. He's tied to the Veil. His life is holding the Veil in place.
I felt the Veil weaken when Gillenane fell. I expect that when Solas imprisoned the other gods, he bound them all thus. And now that Elgranon is the only one left...
We kill him, and the Veil collapses.
Cosa?
Which is why Solas gave me the dagger. That smug, backstabbing little shit. Even with the fate of the world at stake, Solas takes time to double-cross the people trying to save it. We still have to kill Elgranon. So what can we do? Can we tie the Veil to something else to keep it in place?
I doubt any simple substitution would suffice. The Veil was made to be tied to the ancient elven gods.
Nital.
Then let's tie it to Solas. He's the only elven god left.
Binding him will require drawing his blood with the lyrium dagger.
And I doubt he's going to like the idea.
I can be very persuasive, but it will be risky. What about this?
The dagger we made while you were trapped in the Fade.
Once Elgranon is dead, odds are good that Solas will need to do something else to complete his ritual. This dagger looks identical, but it can't cut through enchantments like the real thing. So if he tries to use it...
The backlash of such magic would render him helpless.
Unless he notices. You really want to try a bait and switch on the Dreadwolf?
Is there any chance at all, that he would listen to reason?
Did he listen to you when you spoke with him years ago, Inquisitor?
Varric tried to reason with him, and he died for it.
As did Mythal when Solas took her power.
But we have you, Morrigan. You have Mythal's memories. And we have the essence of the other fragment of Mythal from the Crossroads.
Such power, even fragmented, is not to be taken lightly. Hold it for now. And when the time comes, if you believe the Dreadwolf's heart can be turned from this course, I shall try.
Because of everyone here, and everyone we lost to get here, we've got options for dealing with Solas. For now, let's focus on Elgranon. He's in the palace above us. We'll climb the Blight Tendril to get there. Once Solas takes down the Archdemon and renders Elgranon mortal, we hit him with everything we've got.
Damn right we do.
Time's running short. Stock up on supplies, pay your respects, and say goodbye to the people you love. Be ready to go when I signal.
Get out there and do what you do best.
Lucanus, everything all right?
We have made it here and fared well in the fight. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. And then Nev. I thought I'd lost her. I want to give her everything she needs and tear out Elgernon's heart this very second. I don't know what to do with myself. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
I'm on edge myself, so I couldn't expect anyone here not to be.
Perhaps.
It won't be much longer.
Elgernon's life is measured in hours. As for Solas, if any deserve to set his fate, it's you. But if it were me, I would not banter. I would not give room for lies and false promises. Find your opening and strike. The cost of mercy is too high when others might die in its wake. Whatever happens, my contract was for the blighted gods, Today it is fulfilled.
When I went to the Crows, I asked for their best. And we got them.
The demon of Virantium. I had a reputation to maintain. Rook, I left the ossuary only to lose so much again. My city, my family. But what I've managed to reclaim, I have you to thank for. Zara thought she could take my life and control it. When this is done, Spite will have his life, and I will have mine. And it will be only mine again.
We didn't lose anybody. We hit the city that the Antam couldn't conquer and got out clean. We've even got Nev back. We're gaining people.
We've planned this as best we can. Now it comes down to execution.
Just Elgarnon left now. Well, and Solas.
We have to stay fast and careful. Once we surprise Elgarnon inside his lair, we challenge him. Let him get angry.
And then kill him when he comes in hot. Nice. Hey, listen. You helped me figure out who I was. I'm Ravani. I'm a dragon hunter. My mother didn't like that. But maybe she'd be proud of me anyway.
Chakra to Ebra, Tosh. I know she would.
I'm a better person because of you. So, thanks. Now let's go kick some ass.
È il momento di ogni Dragon Age in cui si parla con tutti i compagni.
Oh, it is purest relief to see us all gathered safe and sound. And Manfred would never forgive me if we returned without Nev. Elgarnon must fear what we might accomplish once we storm his tower.
We've already killed an archdemon and a god. We can do it again.
While Elgarnon's magic is fearsome, Solas is our true adversary. He is, however, a former spirit. As such, Solas cannot help but listen to appeals to his nature, his yearning for reflection.
I could try talking him down, once I find him.
The spirits whisper. One way or another, I believe the dread wolf's tale draws to its conclusion. It has been a grand privilege, Rook, to have come so far and known all of you.
When this is over, you should write a book about it all.
Oh, Balara and I have exchanged notes on the subject.
Of course.
Onwards, Rook. The gods await.
We're in good shape, Rook. Real good. Nev's back where she belongs. Solas doesn't know we're on to him. And we've gotten past Elgarnon's main forces. The tide's turning, and the hunt's almost done.
A victory's only a victory when it's over.
I'll keep sharp out there. But when we kill Elgarnon and stop Solas, can't wait to see the look on their faces. After this is all over, I'm going to visit Eldrin. See how Hassan's brothers and sisters are doing.
A visit from Uncle Davrin.
Gotta impress those balls of feathers while I'm still taller than they are. Well, Elgarnon won't wait forever. Ready whenever you are.
Everything we've been through? Elgarnon needs to answer for that.
So does Solas, if you ask me. But I'll let you handle him. Stay sharp. We'll see Elgarnon dead before the day's out. But try to stay safe out there yourself, Rook. Hassan would miss you. And so would I.
How are you feeling, Balara?
I've never seen anything like this. The scale of destruction, the devastation. But most everyone's still alive, still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for, more than I expected. So, okay, I think.
Fight ends today, win or lose. But I'd prefer to win.
Soon it'll all be over, one way or another. Rook?
What is it?
It's just... everything's gonna be different, you know? No matter what happens here. Solas is better than Elgarnon, but if either of them win, the world burns, just with different fuel. But if we win, no more gods. The end of a 1,000-year-old story. If it ends with us outsmarting the Dreadwolf, even better. Thedas is going to change, and we have the power to make sure it's for the better. Let's give this story a happy ending.
Varric liked to say everything was a story. Helped him make sense of all of it.
I always wanted to meet him. He sounded smart and kind.
Yeah, he was.
Rook, thank you.
For what?
For helping me put the ghosts of the past to rest. Now let's go kill a god.
Nev, how are you holding up?
The others told me what happened after I was taken. I've seen reports from the city. The lost, but more are still standing than I might have bet on. Every person who gets through this is a win.
We're doing well as can be expected. Just have to keep it up.
We can't get overconfident.
Will you be all right? With the blight?
Look, I won't lie. I can feel it in my blood. Its presence. But I'm fine, or fine enough. I won't sit this out. I want the people of Minrathous to see Elgar'nan fall. I want them to know that despite everything, I never abandoned them.
Ready when you are. Bring the light, Nev.
Feeling formal? I guess now's the time for it. Bring the light, Rook. Look, I'm not saying this in case we die, but you're someone I could count on through all of this. Whatever happens, I trust you. And I don't say that to anyone.
I know. Thanks, Nev.
Anytime.
You've got this.
You've got this. Andiamo.
A word, Rook?
Certo.
Any last advice from Mythal?
'Tis a difficult battle you face, but you are among more allies than you know. You have purified the crossroads, uncovered ancient truths lost for ages, and earned the essence of Mythal. You are truly the champion of the Fade. Take this. Should your fight against Elgar'nan grow desperate, invoke the memories of the Dreadwolf's rebels. For you, they will stand against tyranny one last time.
Davvero? Runa di Fellassan. Il potere della runa di Fellassan dipende da quanta dell'influenza delle divinità è stata scacciata dalla crocevia. Tutta. L'equipaggio della runa di Fellassan dalla schermata dei personaggi. Si può usare solo contro Elgar'nan. Ok. Interessante, fa vedere. Ottieni celerità, danni migliorati, resistenza, deviazione, armi folgoranti, inamovibile e invulnerabilità. Puttana. Ce la siamo guadagnata, la utilizzeremo. Andiamo.
Bad news, everyone. Elgar'nan's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing.
Let one of us help.
I'm going with Rook. I want payback. I'll tear Elgar'nan from the city myself.
You go to face a god, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
Le forze che difendono la villa della Divina sono in forma eccellente e combatteranno con fierezza. I comandi che non sono i combattimenti in prima linea o negli assedi hanno maggiori probabilità di successo, soprattutto se sono eroici baluardi del velo. Davrin, direi.
Davrin, they need your strength.
You got it.
We'll be cheering for you, Rook. All my best.
Gestisce le sue armate per difendere la villa. Sembra Baldur's Gate 3 questa scena. La sola cosa rimasta da perdere è ogni cosa.
What?
It's fine. There's got to be another way there.
È la battaglia finale. È il momento. È lo scontro finale.
others are okay, and everyone back down below.
They're doing their jobs. We need to focus on reaching the throne room.
Solas knows that as well as we do. He might betray us after, but he'll do whatever it takes to stop Elgranon.
Bastardo, ha giurato su qualsiasi cosa e vuole tradirci comunque. Che schifo. Però me lo aspettavo. Bastardo, questo è stato un valore.
If we get through this, I say we do a big victory dinner with the team.
Deal. You make the first course, I'll get the second. We can split dessert.
Dreadwolf!
Quanto è grande.
The throne room. Knowing Elgranon, we'll find him there.
Rook!
You made it!
The Blight. Elganon's using the Magisters to control it. Just like he used me. They're using it against Solas. We have to help or he won't last.
How do you know?
I can hear it. I can feel what it wants.
The Blight?
Get to the throne room. I know how to help Solas.
Ogre. Due? Via. Tre?
Okay. Throne room's just ahead. Everybody ready?
More than ready.
Got us here, Rook. Now let's finish this.
Tre ogre.
Such arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator. Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt, and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory. All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Gillenane, my brilliant sister, would have forged the blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you.
Lei ha ucciso Harding.
You are nothing. This entire world is my domain.
Oh.
Nothing you do matters.
Take it down!
dragon's roar lives, I am invulnerable. Yet still you fight. Pathetic. The Dread Wolf cannot save you. He cannot even save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone.
No, si è ricaricato. Bastardo. Non da fa.
Look at you. Your failures. You failed to save the wardens at Weishaupt. You fled in terror at Arlathan.
And then we killed Gillenay.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team and that's all I need.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of gods.
You haven't broken me.
You will kneel.
Damn it.
Oh, now. You did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
Perché è corrotta anche lei?
Let them go! I gave you this power, girl.
This is my city!
Impossible! No! You will not!
You are mortal, Elganon. Enjoy it while it lasts.
If you will not bow, you will burn. Your recalcitrance has doomed every pathetic creature in
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elganon and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage.
È quello vero, quello.
When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
Cazzo, quanto è figo però dire io sì però. E lo ammazza. Può affrontarlo, ma sale senza di metal. Può fermarlo. Provare a parlarci, visto che ha combattuto duramente per ottenere quell'essenza di metal. Potrebbe tornare utile. Potrebbe portare ad un finale migliore. Non lo so, se lo ricorda sul momento e decide di utilizzarla.
I don't want to fight you either. But I don't want to see the world go through even more pain on top of what Elganon has done. Do you?
This world is broken, Rook, because of my mistakes.
This is why you had to use me to escape the prison. It's made from regrets, and you're trapped in yours.
You cannot understand the...
Destroying everything won't erase your mistakes. You have a chance right now to save the world. Bind yourself to the Veil and stop it from falling.
Eloy.
I cannot. To stop now would dishonor those I have wronged to come this far.
Even if those you wronged asked you to stop?
Inquisitor.
You were my friend. We saved the world together once. Can't we save it one more time?
Inquisitor, I am sorry. But I cannot. Long before we met, I failed my oldest friend. She died for that failure. If I leave the veil in place, I am destroying the world she wanted. And I will have... She will have died for nothing.
And whose fault is that, Dreadwolf?
Morrigan.
One appellation among many I wear. I have been advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, daughter of Flemeth, and once, long ago, an old friend.
Mythal lives on in her, and in this.
Mythal.
I pulled you from the Fade you loved and sent you into war. I used your wisdom as a weapon, and it broke you.
The things that I have done
are not for you alone to bear, my friend. The many wrongs we did together. I release you from my service.
You are free to find a better way.
My life force now sustains the veil. With every breath I take, I will protect the innocent from my past failures. The Titan's dreams are mad from their imprisonment. I cannot kill the Blight, but I can help to soothe its anger. I will go and seek atonement. Thanks to you, I now can see the way.
Note di Lost Elf.
Elgar'nan and Gillenane dead, and Solas off to fix his mistakes and right an ancient wrong. It looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it takes.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, clearing the remains of the Blight so that the flowers can grow again.
Or the story of Archon Maid Varys Talani, inspiring her people and bringing change to Tevinter.
Or the story of a caretaker, standing watch for new heroes.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of bringing a traitor to justice and reclaiming Treviso from the Blight.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlathan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man seeing his ward become more than he could ever have imagined.
A woman making Docktown a little better for the people who live there.
An assassin driving out the darkness in his city and himself.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter forging a new life for themselves.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlathan, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good.
And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.
Varric. Persone morte mentre lo sviluppavano. Mi aspettavo più resistenza da Solas quando è venuta fuori Mital, però ha senso. È stato molto emozionante la parte in cui ho scoperto che Varric era morto. E anche la parte dopo è stata fatta benissimo, con poi l'evoluzione di Mark, il fatto che sia morta Harding. L'unica che è morta è Harding, che era proprio quella con cui ha fatto la romance, con cui proprio la sua amata, l'ennesimo personaggio, proprio adesso anche lui, tutti quelli di questa serie non hanno avuto una romance che sia durata. È stato molto figo la prima parte della parte finale. Mi ha emozionato come pochi finali di videogiochi. E il finale, proprio finale, dove c'è Solas che accetta, ci stava, mi è piaciuto. Anche se, non lo so, mi aspettavo qualche della resistenza in più. Mi aspettavo qualche difficoltà. Però è stato bello il ritorno di Verloy, che lo aiuta a capire insieme a Morrigan, a Mital. Cioè comunque Mital non la vede da millenni. Ha sensissimo che dopo migliaia di anni che non la vede, gli dice quello e capisce che accetta di aver sbagliato. Mi aspettavo una fine un po' più tragica, proprio del finale. Non so, mi aspettavo Verloy con un altro vestito, magari, che combattesse un minimo. Però vabbè, è stato comunque bello, a meno che ci sia stata. Sono indeciso, cioè non so se questo era il finale migliore. Forse combattere Solas, dire io invece sì, voglio combatterti, forse sarebbe stato più figo, non lo so. Com'è andata? Non lo so, forse preferivo un finale più tragico. Però c'era un finale più tragico se avessi fatto altre scelte. Questo finale qui ci sta comunque molto, ripeto. Forse l'unica, mi piacerebbe vedere di più su come continua il mondo in assenza, soprattutto Rook e Verloy e Morrigan magari, o l'essenza di Mital, ora che Solas non c'è più. Magari c'è una scena post credit. Comunque, allora, il gioco in sé invece è stato molto, in alcune parti molto noioso. in generale abbastanza ci sta, sufficiente, non per un Dragon Age, ma si è risollevato tantissimo, ma veramente tantissimo con questa parte finale. Ne è valsa la pena. È una degna conclusione. È stata una bella serie, cioè è stata una serie più che bella, che è valsa la pena farla, salvata da questo finale. Cioè, la storia di Rook è stata stupenda, sono contento di aver reso Mark il personaggio finale. Ragazzi, fatemi sapere cosa ne pensate voi di questa serie, di questo finale, di Mark. E vediamo alla fine di titoli di coda cosa c'è. No, nessuna scena post credit, è finito così. Io l'unica cosa, ecco, che mi dispiace è non aver visto di più sul destino di Solas, su dove è andato a fare cose esattamente. Ah, vabbè, è andato a stare nell'oblio da solo a soffrire. In effetti non è stato così poco tragico. Solas passerà l'eternità nell'oblio, nella prigione in cui stavano prima gli altri. Cazzo. Ciao, alla prossima.